Alright, ladies and gentlemen, guess who's back? It's me, the one and only DJ Sleazy C. But you already know that. No, but seriously folks, I am back once again. Gonna get back at the video scene here a little bit. Had several of my subscribers send me messages here on YouTube and ask me to please start making videos again. I haven't made a video in almost a year. My last video I made was actually my WrestleMania 26 review. If that tells you how long it's been a good while. I just got burned out on doing the videos for a while. I had a lot of things going on at the time. I was pursuing some other interests, I guess you could say. But there's a lot of cool things going on in WWE right now and in the wrestling world in general. And I had a few minutes here, and like I said, after last night's Raw, there is a couple of things I'd like to talk about. So, here we go. Back at it once again. Alright, the first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to give a few thoughts on the Royal Rumble. I didn't even watch the Royal Rumble Sunday night. I actually just called a replay of it yesterday. And I've got to say, for the Royal Rumble being the pay-per-view, it's supposed to be the kickoff to WrestleMania. You know, it gets everything rolling in motion. Everything is going to happen at WrestleMania, so it's being built at the Royal Rumble. I thought it was a very poor pay-per-view. I thought it was poorly booked. I didn't like the finish to either one of the title matches. I didn't expect either one of the titles to change hands. I knew there would be some kind of dirty finish going on, but I didn't like the way they done the finishes to either one of the title matches. And then all you had was the Divas match, which I still kind of confused about why Eve got added into that. I don't know. Couldn't really care less about the Divas match anyway. And then, of course, you had the Royal Rumble itself. In my opinion, the 40-man concept was an epic fail. It's been 30 men ever since the Royal Rumble's inception in 1987 or 88, somewhere around there. I think 1988, but correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be. It's always been 30 men. Why they chose to boost it to 40, I don't have any idea. It done absolutely nothing to the match, except made it longer. And the Royal Rumble in itself was very, very poorly booked. Now, I did think that Alberto Del Rio would win. I predicted that all along, and I'm not surprised that he didn't. It kind of confused me at the end when Del Rio had supposedly won, and Santino, who had been out of the ring for 30 minutes, I guess, he got thrown under the bottom rope. He didn't go over the top rope, so he was still in the match. And I knew he was still in the match, but I forgot about it. And why they waited till after they'd already announced Del Rio as the winner, and then sent Santino back in here and never got eliminated to finish off the match and you know, continue to compete, even though Del Rio ultimately eliminated him anyways, if anybody thought Santino would have any chance of winning. That didn't make no sense to me. They should have had, you know, Alberto Del Rio thinking he won, and then don't announce him as the winner and had the referee raise his hand and all, and then send Santino in. They should have had him thinking he won. And then Santino sneaks in and eliminate him. That would have been more believable, but anyways, that is what it is. Alberto Del Rio wins. I don't have a problem with it. Obviously, WWE is real high on him right now. So, you know, there's a good chance he'll walk out with the title at WrestleMania. Wouldn't really be surprised at all if he did. But I think him and Edge are going to have a good match at WrestleMania and a good feud leading up to it if Edge is still indeed the champion at WrestleMania, which I think he will. And I think Del Rio's got a good chance of winning the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania. I wouldn't be surprised at all. So, yeah, that's quick thoughts on the Royal Rumble. Like I said, very overall, to be one of their big four pay-per-views, I thought it was a very poor show. It's the worst Royal Rumble I've seen in many years, I gotta say. So I was really disappointed in that. But that being said, Monday Night Raw last night was a pretty good show, kind of made up for it. Of course, the huge talk everywhere since last night was the 2/21/11 promo we saw on the Monday Night Raw. That's just been the talk everywhere. And of course, everybody thinks, myself included, that it's going to be Sting. And we can only hope. I've been reading online all day long. There's one newspaper, I can't remember the name of the newspaper right now, it's actually reporting that Sting has signed a 1-year contract with WWE. That cannot be confirmed at this time, but it can be confirmed that he has not re-signed with TNA. That is confirmed. So when the promo come on the first time last night, I was in the kitchen and I didn't exactly know what was going on. I heard the funny music and I ran in there, and I guess about middle ways through it, and I didn't catch all of it. I just seen the you know, the 221-11 basically at the end after I saw the house thing, and I was like, oh shit, what was that, you know? So I got online, started talking to my buddy, and he said, you didn't see that? You didn't catch the whole thing? I said, no, I only caught about half of it. But then they showed it again, and I'm glad they did, because you know, I caught, you know, from he was wearing the long black trench coat, and at first, for a split second, Undertaker popped in my mind. I said, this just doesn't look like an Undertaker return promo to me. Then it hit me. I said, Sting. It makes all the sense in the world for it to be Sting. Never thought Sting would actually sign with WWE, but, you know, they've been spending a lot of time, from what I've read, romancing him, trying to get him to sign a contract. So, you know, if the money was right, you know, I can't blame him for signing, and I think it's going to be very, very good. We're going to have to wait till the 21st, which is the night after Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, to completely solve this puzzle. But I just don't think it's Undertaker promo. As many times as Undertaker has left and returned, his returns really aren't that special anymore. So why they would go through all the trouble, this much trouble, to make this elaborate of a promo, which is just going to get everybody thinking, wow, you know, what's this? What's this? For an Undertaker returns beyond me. Now, what I do believe is they want the average jaded fan, and what I mean by that, I'm talking about people who don't follow the internet wrestling community, don't go to the internet wrestling sites and forums and whatnot. I'm talking about the, you know, the little kids, you know, the teenage, early teen, adolescent fans, and a lot of the older fans who probably don't follow the internet wrestling community. They're going to look at this promo and they're going to say, oh, that's Undertaker, that's Undertaker, it's got to be Undertaker. And they're going to think it is Undertaker. And then, you know, on the 21st, when people like you and I may not be so surprised if it is Sting debuts, those people are going to be like, oh, wow, shit, you know, I didn't see that coming. You know, wow, it's Sting. So, you know, I think they've done very good with this. And when I was talking in one of the forums on PW Mania last night, this guy said, hey, check out the the Starrcade 1997 promo. If you don't remember it, go to YouTube, check that out, and check out the similarities. And the similarities to that promo and the one we saw last night, they are very similar. You had Sting, he was walking into this old rundown building. It was raining. Of course, they did show his face in that one, but it was obvious who it was going to be. But if you want to check that out on YouTube here, just type in Starrcade 1997 promo, check that out, and see what you think. But if it is Sting that debuts on the 21st, that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to have a Sting Undertaker showdown at WrestleMania 27, even though that's the match everybody has wanted to see for years, but we never thought we would. And if it is Sting that debuts and Undertaker is ready to go, as he says he is for WrestleMania, if WWE doesn't jump on that match, they are absolutely crazy. That would be such a huge draw. It would be insane. People are going to want to see that match, and they're going to say, oh shit, I got to order this pay-per-view. I cannot miss. I've got to see this match. And you know, and if Vince wants to do 1 million pay-per-view buys for WrestleMania this year, as he says he does, if it is a Sting debut and they don't jump on the Undertaker versus Sting match for WrestleMania 27, they are crazy. And we know WrestleMania being in Atlanta, old WCW town, and Sting was the kingpin of WCW for years. Just such a huge draw. I mean, they'd be crazy not to jump on that. So the tentative plan right now, I believe, is Undertaker versus Wade Barrett. I don't really care nothing about seeing Undertaker fight Wade Barrett myself, even though they done at Bragging Rights when they had the Buried Alive match, they done the little angle there where, you know, Nexus attacked Undertaker and cost him the match to kind of plant the seed, because that's what they was leaning towards doing, was Undertaker versus Wade Barrett. I couldn't give two shits less about seeing Undertaker versus Wade Barrett after I've seen Undertaker versus HBK 2 years in a row now. You know, the 4.5, 5-star matches they put on the past 2 years, I just don't see Undertaker and Wade Barrett delivering to expectations after those matches. Now Undertaker at WrestleMania, you know, he's his best, and he's going to put on a good show and have a good match with anybody. Pretty much they put him in the ring with. But, you know, the Undertaker Sting, that would just be phenomenal. So, there's nothing written in stone. I guess we'll have to wait till the 21st and find out for sure, but one can only speculate. And I love stuff like this. This is just like in 2007 they was doing the Save Us 222 Jericho return promos. I just love this and trying to solve these puzzles. So really looking forward to seeing what's going to come of this. And with that being said, let's just talk a bit more about WrestleMania and what we know for sure might happen. Tentatively, the plan is The Miz versus John Cena for the WWE title. Of course, you know, they could always throw a wrench into the works. I don't see Jerry Lawler winning the title at Elimination Chamber, although I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. I think that would be great. I think they could do something great with it, but I just don't see it happening. And also we got Del Rio versus Edge, looking like it's going to be the World Heavyweight title match. Looks like we're going to have a CM Punk versus Randy Orton feud going into WrestleMania. I'm sure they'll do something with the Nexus and the Core. Most likely Triple H, well, he will show back up before WrestleMania in time to build a feud for a match with Sheamus. It'll probably be a King of Kings match. Whenever Sheamus won the King of the Ring, King Sheamus, I knew that's where they was going to go with that. Most likely it's going to be Triple H versus Sheamus at WrestleMania in a King of Kings match. That's pretty much what it looks like on paper right now. Tentatively, I mean, you know, WWE, you know, they're going to pull out surprises and things are going to change between now and then. So we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. I am going to WrestleMania this year. Looking very forward to that. It's always been a dream of mine to go. Atlanta being only 5 hours away, 4.5, 5 hours. It's actually a trip I can make this year. I'm going to WrestleMania. We're going down on Thursday, going to Fan Access on Friday and Saturday, going to the Hall of Fame Saturday night, WrestleMania on Sunday, and then Monday Night Raw at the Phillips Arena on Monday night to finish out the weekend. So I'm very excited. I'll be taking pictures, videos while I'm down there. Hopefully meet some people at Fan Access. The 2nd is actually my 30th birthday, the night of the Hall of Fame, so I'm going to be turning 30 in Atlanta, watching HBK get inducted into the Hall of Fame. So I can't think of even though I don't want to turn 30, I can't think of a much better way to do it than that. So pretty excited about it. But anyway, folks, that's all I got for right now. Just want to make a quick video on that. It's me, DJ Sleazy C. I'm back now. I'm probably not going to do stuff like review Monday Night Raw unless it's like a special Raw. We have a special 3-hour Raw or something. I might do that. I am going to start reviewing pay-per-views again and just giving general thoughts. So glad to be back with you. And hope you start watching and liking my videos again. And until next time, glad to be back. And DJ Sleazy C signing out. Peace, everyone. Later.